It's an interesting trap SAT problem. There are several traps in it. It's asking for a line of best fit. One of the traps is these dots. You ignore the dots, those are the actual data. You just want the line. You can make a little bit of an error by doing that, although you shouldn't be too far off. The key thing here is it starts at 10. It doesn't start at 0. So you would think the y-intercept would be 400, but it's not. And it's going to be less. So you can pretty well take out A and B. And if you look at it, it's going down. I mean, the slope is it's going down 400 over 12. So the slope is, so it should go down a little bit less than 400 over the next 10. So the answer should be D. You can tell that way. Now, there's nothing, the slope looks like it's about a third or 2/5 or something, but there are no answers quite like that. You might make a mistake and guess A that way, but if you notice the actual slope, that there are two different scales on the X and Y axis. So we have a point like 24,900 and 12,500. And if you find the slope with the slope formula, change in y over change in x, y2 plus y1 over x2 minus x1. I'm going to kind of assume that you know how to do that part of it. And so that's what I said before. This is 400 over 12, which is like 33.3, which is very close to C or D, right? So that's the way to determine it would be C or D to find the slope. You could also plug in a point. So we have 22,800, or one of the ones we just mentioned, 22,800. We plug that into A, and you get like 420 or something, which is not 800. We plug that into B, and we have 22 times 10, 220. This is like 622 or something. It's not right. We plug it into C, we get 660. Or 22 times 33, like 726. It was like about 1026. You can work this out. I'm not going to go into great detail with the calculations. Then we plug this in to D, and where we get 726 plus 84, so we get 810. So that's very close to 800, so this is the answer. You can try it with some other point. Now, another way of doing the problem is to actually find the slope. And you should know this technique. I've shown a number of different sort of trickier, easier methods, but you want to actually know how to actually find the equation. So we take 2 points, 12,500 and 22,800. Okay, our slope, we'll change the y over change in x. I'm not going to break down the whole slope formula. If you don't know that, you should study that. And so that'll be 30. And then you would take the point and the slope. So we would have use y equals mx plus b. And we use the 12,500 as easier point. So we have 500 equals, this isn't exactly the slope that they have, but this you can be able to tell which one it is very easily. 30 is our slope. The point would be 12 plus b. And we have 360 plus b equals 500, so b would equal 140. So then our equation is y equals 30t plus 140. Came out a little bit off, but it could possibly be C, but it's closer to D. You can also use the formula y minus y0 equals m times x minus x0. And we found our slope is 30. This obviously off is 33 or something, but 30x minus 12. You can also use the other point, you'll get the same thing. Equals y minus 500. 30x minus 360 equals y minus 500. Y equals 30x plus 140, which again is closest to D. Now, I showed you some trick methods, but again, you want to be able to find the equation of a line with 2 points. Most of the problems, even when they give you data and so on, you can do it without actually finding the equation with a line. but you should be familiar with this. This is taught in Algebra 1, Algebra 2. Most people don't know everything they were taught in Algebra 1, but you should be able to find the equation of the line with 2 points. That's something you can also practice if you have trouble with it. This is my book on the Math ACT. It's the only book that emphasizes the most difficult material. It's extremely comprehensive, covers anything you need. Study it thoroughly, you'll get a top score. Goes over a lot of trick solutions, different ways approaching problems.